Hey guys, today's foodie post is going to be on Seoul. This is a one-star Korean restaurant in the Yongsan area in Korea. Alright, so here's the first dish. So this was shrimp wrapped with some squash, and then the sauce here was a sour cream based with some basil. This was very good. Alright, the next dish here was cold vegetables with slices of beef wrapped in a sticky rice paper. The sauce was persimmon based, and then there was also some caviar on the top. This one tasted really fresh and was really special. Alright, the next dish here was the abalone. The abalone had some mascarpone seaweed sauce on the right, and on the left there were also some mushroom. The next dish here was called 7 types of mushrooms. So as the name suggests, they used 7 types of mushrooms for this dish, and then the center was an egg custard. The next dish here was the potato pancake with some truffle aioli sauce. For me, this one wasn't too special. It just tasted like any other potato pancake. It was a bit too greasy for my liking, but still it was not bad. The next dish here was the fish. So the fish they used today was sea bream. This fish was super soft, so I really liked it. The sauce was made of white wine, butter, paddleweed, and some soybean paste. So the next dish we have here was the duck. I believe they used duck leg for this course. To the right we have some orange peels, and then the puree was made of carrots. Alright, the next dish here was the Hanwoo. So they used 3 parts of the cow. The first one was the chuck flap tail, and then the second one was the strip loin, and then the third one was the ribeye. The next dish here was called the 곰탕. So we had some small pieces of noodles with some beef brisket, and then the broth was made of oxtail. This was super refreshing and so good. The first dessert here was an olive ice cream with some caviar, and there was also a truffle chip that we could eat with the ice cream. This was really good and super unique. The second dessert here was called dojagi, which means ceramic, and this plating was just absolutely beautiful. This was a mousse cake with some hazelnut filling inside. It was really creamy, super soft, and was not that sweet, so it was really delicious. And finally, we have some small bites here. So we had a chestnut jelly and a walnut cracker with some tea. Overall, I would say that this restaurant is on the more traditional Korean food side. There weren't many creative dishes, but everything tasted pretty decent, and I had a really great experience here. So if you are in Korea and you want to try something that's more traditionally Korean, then I would recommend Seoul. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.